So over the last few years, my desk setup has changed a lot, and it's probably still going to continue to evolve. But if you're looking to create your own desk setup, it's really easy to waste your money on the wrong things. And over the last few years, I've found that there's essentially 5 crucial parts to every desk setup that you should invest your money into first. And then every single thing else after that is just extra to add and further customize your space. You'll stretch your investment the furthest out of the gate and will always have a solid foundation to build off of when you're creating your desk setup. Also, every single financial situation is going to be different. I totally understand that. It took me years to get my desk to where it is now. But if you're in the market and you're looking to have a desk setup of your own now or one day in the future, these can essentially be applied to really any budget, or you can kind of pick and choose to get yourself started. The first crucial component of a desk setup is a desk itself. You can't have a desk setup without a great desk, or it will just be a setup. For me, I'm using the Flexispot E5 desk. It is a sit-stand desk with a 78-inch by 30-inch bamboo wood top, and I absolutely love this desk. I prefer a bigger desk personally because of my dual monitor setup and this beefy PC. It gives me plenty of room to hold everything on my desk, and also if I come in from a client shoot and need to drop footage off really quickly, I have enough room for my gear and miscellaneous things to unpack and sort through. Also, sit-stand desks are great to get yourself moving throughout the day, and they look really cool in my opinion. I'll make sure to link some options below that work with really any budget, and that goes for every single thing that I mentioned in this video. I'll make sure to link them all below. A desk is your foundation. Get one that you love and can honestly grow into if you have the space, because trust me, your desk setup will evolve over time. And also make sure it matches your aesthetic and spend some time really picturing how it will look in your space. All right, number 2, and this one might be different depending on the situation that you're in or what you might need this for, and also will vary a lot based on budget, but a great computer. If you're an aspiring creator or a creator already, someone in a creative field, or you just need a computer to do creative work, this will be a huge pillar for you in creating a desk setup. I'm a freelance videographer and now a creator, I guess you could call me that. So I invested over time heavily in my computers. I needed something that could run anything I threw at it with little to no hassle and wouldn't slow me down. When you're balancing multiple projects and you have deadlines to meet, there's nothing worse than a slow computer. On my desk, I'm running a custom-built PC with an Intel i9-14900K processor, an Asus TUF Gaming RTX 4090 OC with 64 gigabytes of DDR5 memory, all on the Asus ProArt Z790 Creator motherboard. I absolutely love this PC, and I actually recently just switched over from Apple to PC, sort of. I still use my MacBook pretty much every single day, but for most of my creative work, I'm working on the PC full time now. It has been great for my workflow and definitely worth my investment, in my opinion. It can also play the heck out of games too, which is a bonus. For my MacBook, I have the M1 Max MacBook Pro, and I still love this thing 4 or so years later. It still runs really good, but started to slow down in terms of editing, and it was time for an upgrade. I use it a lot in my secondary desk setup / content creation setup, which is about to get a huge overhaul, by the way, so if you haven't subscribed already, definitely go ahead and do that and stay tuned for that. And on that, I usually write videos, do Zoom calls, as well as record most of my content for now and into the future. Nonetheless, a great computer is essential to a desk setup. It's the mainframe, the heart of the desk setup, and you should invest in something that will get the job done and will also last at least 5 years in your space. I recommend for a smaller budget, the MacBook Airs or even the Pros if you can afford it, with some of the newer Apple silicon chips in them. Those chips are insane and can be more than enough for some to power their creative workflows, and especially those working from home. The next is an essential pillar or core component of a great desk setup along with your desk and your computer, and that would be your peripherals. Peripherals, you know what I mean. And more specifically, your mouse, your keyboard, and your speakers. For me, I've been using the MX Master 3 mouse for a few years now, and it's my most favorite mouse or mice of all time. It also has a lot of programmable buttons, so I can quickly make cuts in an edit or apply shortcuts to speed up my workflow. Plus, it feels great in my hand and tracks really well on my desk. Next, my keyboard is the MX Keys S. Not the most sexiest keyboard of all time, but I wanted a keyboard that I felt comfortable with and I could type and work fast in. And I love, for some reason, the feel of membrane keys whenever I edit. I know, I understand mechanical keyboards are superior, but for me personally, I just can't leave the membrane keyboards. For sound, I have the PreSonus Aris 3.5-inch speakers, and they sound great to me. They're plenty enough for monitoring audio in an edit and still immersive in gameplay or watching content. You can definitely cheap out here if you want, but do some research on the different products and what may be better for your situation. Again, I'll make sure to leave some recommendations below for any budget, but make sure to get one that fits your needs and matches your aesthetic. The fourth crucial part of a great desk setup is your monitor. And again, this kind of depends on your situation and your needs, but a great monitor can really make the difference in content creation, gaming, and really just an overall viewing experience. The cost of monitors varies a lot, but luckily a great monitor can be honestly had in the $100 to $200 price range, no matter what you need it for. But the more you spend, usually the better you get, especially in this category. For me, I've tried them all, from a clearance monitor on the shelf of a dusty Office Max to the monitors I'm using today. I'm currently running the LG 27-inch GP950 as my main monitor. I absolutely love this display and the 144 Hz refresh rate for gaming. The colors pop and are also accurate out of the box, and I also love the very thin bezels and the fact that it has controllable RGB lighting on the back. My second monitor is the 32-inch LG Ergo set in a vertical position, and I highly recommend this monitor if you can find one on sale as a monitor for a new setup or if you're someone who works from home. The text is sharp even at 4K and is pretty accurate out of the box in terms of colors. It's not great for gaming though, because it's capped at 60 Hz, but it should get the job done for most. Spend wisely here, but you definitely don't need to break the bank. And number 5, it's all about aesthetics. Well, more specifically, desk organization and aesthetics, but mainly desk organization. And boy, does it help as your space starts to grow when you get more and more clutter on your desk. Desk organization is one of the things that could definitely be overlooked, but shouldn't. And thanks to Balolo for hooking me up with their setup cockpit, I now have great desk organization. I went with their black wood monitor stand to fill the space and also fit my monitor and my speakers on top of the shelf. And I also got this large tray for their catch-all trays to hold some of my most used things like hard drives, dongles, and my notepad. They also sent this MagSafe holder, which allows me to charge my phone, and it looks great when set in standby mode. They also sent me their felt desk mat for my keyboard and mouse, and I love how it has a rubber texture on the bottom to keep it from sliding around on the desk, and it's also super thick and feels really nice. Every single thing is custom made in Germany, and it is of high quality. It definitely changed the overall look of my desk, and I love how it fits in my space. They have a lot of different types of desk setup organization options, as well as a ton of accessories for your setup. You can check them out below in the description, and if you decide to purchase anything, it helps support the channel and keeps videos like this coming. Thank you so much, Balolo, for sending all this over and helping upgrade my setup. Now, you can definitely find other different options for organization out there, especially on Amazon. I'll make sure to link those below. And for me, I like to just keep my space clutter-free if I can help it, and this is another essential thing to invest in when you're looking to have your own dream desk setup. I really hope this video was of value to you in your journey in creating your own desk setup, and if it was, let me know in the comments below. What would be your dream desk setup? Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We have a ton of great content coming out the rest of the year and even next year. And like I said, next we're going to be upgrading my content creation setup, where I'm probably going to be filming most of my videos from here on out. Still in the same office, but it's sort of a secondary desk setup. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.